Hi, this is Dr. Bobby from New You Body Sculpting, and I wanted to get on here and introduce our Facebook event. And I am so excited that we're able to do this. What a great medium to be able to give you more and more information and share a little bit about our heart, about why we do all of this, and to give you more and more information, because a big part of what we want to do is always be educating and always be serving Southern Illinois more and helping more people get their health back, because if you get your health back, you can get your life back. But if you don't have your health, man, it's not worth a whole lot if you don't have your health. So let's get this information out, let's share it, because we could help some people and not even realize it. You could share this to your page and somebody could check it out and come on to it and get some great information, and you might not ever know until, who knows, years later, or you meet them in heaven and find out you shared this and that's how they found out. Hey, it's crazier things have happened. All right, well, we want to share with you more information, like I said, and I wanted to give you a date that's coming up, July 23rd. At the Holiday Inn at Reed Station Road, we are doing a live seminar. Myself and Rachel are going to be doing this live seminar, and we want to reach out and touch your hand in person. We want to hug your neck. We want to meet you. So come out and learn with us, okay? We'll probably have some hors d'oeuvres or something there. Everybody asks us about food. We're working on that. But come out and ask your questions and learn more. I love to hear people's stories. Matter of fact, one of my favorite parts of this week was getting out in the community a little bit in Marion and meeting some of the business owners. And I've heard some really, really touching stories about, one, for instance, is a gentleman who's changed his diet, very similar to the diet that we have at New You. And he has been diagnosed with terminal cancer, but you would not know it. And by looking at his eyes and looking at this gentleman, you would think he is like just the picture of health. So I can't wait to hear, he's been doing this for about 4 months, but I can't wait to hear what his outcomes are, because I think it's going to be a very, very positive outcome for him, because he is really changed his lifestyle. And he told me he's lost like 30 to 40 pounds, just changing his diet a little bit. And he said now when other people have cake, or even they made a cake for his son, it doesn't bother him. He does not miss sugar. He does not miss all that stuff. And I tell you what, when it comes down to a life and death situation, you realize that stuff does not really matter. And we do teach you how to have, some things that taste wonderful, the brownie bites and things like that we make at New You, with sweet potato and avocados as the flour. You'll realize that those kind of things do taste really good and they nourish our body, but they don't feed the bad guys. They don't feed disease. And that's what we want to try to teach you guys, is not that we can prevent everything, but we want to try to prevent as much as we possibly can, because I personally know exactly what it's like to have your family kind of in the fire of disease. And we know that the top 3 killers out there are cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Those are the big 3 that take people out of this world. Now, the 60% of diseases out there literally can be prevented by changing our lifestyles. So that's the crazy thing. Like a lot of these diseases that are out there are due to the fact that we lead a sedentary life, and 2, by what we're eating at the end of our fork and at the end of our straw, right? So it's so important what we put into our mouths and what we are ingesting. And I'm not like a gosh, I don't even know. Like, I'm not like a crazy person that's gonna be like yelling at you to eat certain things. We just wanna do little changes over time, right? And if you can do those little changes over time, it could make all the difference in the world for you. It could make a big difference in how you feel on a daily basis. Like, I was at the store earlier today and I ran into one of our New You clients, and she did like a short program with us, and she just thanked me and just said, I just wanted you to know that after I left New You, I am still doing great. And she was like, She said, I continued to lose another 30 plus pounds afterwards because of the diet advice and because of the education that we had given her. And that really did my heart good to know that we had that kind of impact in her life. And who knows what kind of ripple effect that'll have on her family, because they saw what is going on with her and how much better she feels and how much more energy she has. All right, well, again, we want you to come out the 23rd. It's at 6 p.m. at the Holiday Inn, and that is gonna be a seminar where we're gonna go into more depth on all this information. All right, but this is a great medium. We're going to be doing this Facebook Live event for a couple days. I believe it's going to be up for 48 hours at least. We might go a little bit longer depending on who can get in and see this. But anyway, we want to just, again, get this information out. So here is the deal. Dr. Jason and I, here's our little family. We started in weight loss about 10 years ago, I guess it was. And I'll just give you the brief version. And at the seminar, we'll give you the more in-depth version, okay? But about 10 years ago, we started in weight loss, and we worked with personal trainers, and we worked on your diet, and we utilized some products. And what we found was that almost everything you tried, we would always get to a plateau. And it was so frustrating. And some things were happening that weren't ideal. You know, some people were bulking up muscularly and getting bigger in areas they didn't want to get bigger, and the areas they wanted to fit better in their clothes weren't fitting better. So when we found this wonderful technology, the infrared light technology, we thought, wow, if that really works, that could really be life-changing for people. Well, we found out, we talked to a lot of doctors, and we found out it really does work. It's amazing. The infrared light technology is regenerative in nature. There's a NASA video, I believe we're going to be showing that here, that shows you how they've used this technology with patients that had cancer and that they had side effects due to the chemo and the radiation, and they were utilizing the infrared light to be able to help them decrease their symptoms. So it shows you how regenerative the infrared light is. So we put the infrared light on paddles wherever you want to target. I know for me, it was tummy, it was behind that bra area, it was, of course, hips and thighs and things like that. And I personally lost about 15 pounds and feel better than ever. My husband, let me see here, he lost about, we'll have to show you his before and after, but he lost about 30 to 40 pounds doing the New You program also. So he's feeling better than ever, and he's also continuing on with exercise and doing the things that he knows to do now that will keep him moving forward. All right, well, again, our family kind of got us into a lot of this. As I said, we started out 10 years ago with the weight loss, and then our family kind of hit some major obstacles. And I tell people, your biggest struggles will probably be your biggest passion and maybe your biggest way that you're going to be able to help people. And that's kind of what's happened for us, is that we saw, you know, my dad had he had diabetes, heart disease, and kidney failure. Jason's dad was dealing with heart disease and kidney failure, and his mom was dealing with cancer, and then coming through all the chemo and radiation and the way that she came through all that, then her organs were suffering. And then my mom ended up dealing with cancer also. And so we just really kind of went through a season in our life that was so hard that it forced us to search out for the right solutions that really would make a difference in people's lives. And that's where we get into this regenerative medicine, because there are natural solutions, you guys, that really can help you. And again, it's not always a magic bullet or a magic pill, but the infrared light is regenerative in nature to the body. The products that we utilize, the most nutritious plant in the world is, if you Google it, Moringa oleifera, and that's what our products are based on. So what we're doing is just common sense. Pour in good nutrition and take out the toxins. Pour in good nutrition, take out the toxins. Excuse me, and that's what we saw really helped our family. Literally, we started with the simplest thing. We started giving them good nutrition. And my dad's cholesterol went from, I think it was 360 to like 143 in a month. And my mom called and said, wow, whatever that stuff as you gave your dad has really made a difference in his cholesterol. And she just was blown away by it. And so we saw right away it was making an impact. And that's the thing. And so we started utilizing it with ourselves, with our chiropractic patients, with our weight loss clinic, and it grew from there. But we hear people all the time come back and tell us, wow, my blood work is so much better. My medical doctor has taken me off this medication because I don't need it now. Or they've lessened my dose, things like that. And that's what we want for you. Again, it's just better health, more vibrancy, better quality of life. Hopefully you can avoid some of the chronic diseases that are out there. We want Southern Illinois to, we really do. We believe that Southern Illinois deserves better health. If you have better health, you can fulfill all the purpose that you're meant to fulfill. And I think that this area is made to impact the rest of the nation. I really do. It's crazy, but I think that we are going to be a huge influence on the rest of the nation. And so we got to get our health back. So it's so important for us to get our health back, get our lives back, get our mental capacities back, have passion for life again, and that's what it's all about. Be able to spend time with your kids and not be so tired and exhausted. Be able to spend time with your grandkids and not be so tired and exhausted, right? Because those are the generations that we need to influence for the good, right? All right, well, I'm a little passionate about it, I guess. But yeah, we saw our family come out of a lot of that. Thankfully, my mom doesn't have cancer anymore. Thankfully, Tammy doesn't have cancer anymore. Thankfully, Emmett has a new kidney, and my dad did go on to go on to heaven. But he's 76 years old. He lived a good life. So, but it did help him while he was here, and that's the thing. That is the thing. When you do and implement some of these strategies that we're talking about, it can be life-changing, and that's what we've heard people tell us over and over and over, and that's why we do what we do. That's exactly why we do what we do, because we hear people's feedback coming back to us. I had a lady just message me today saying that she struggled for 10 years to lose a few pounds and to have more energy and could not figure out anything. She tried every program out there, and she wrote on Facebook even, this has been the one program that really, really impacted her, and she couldn't pinpoint one little thing, but she said all of it together, she felt like made a big difference in her life. So that's the reason, again, why we do what we do. And she is a healthcare, in the healthcare field, and she has big responsibilities. So again, if we can affect her and we can affect those lives that she affects for the positive, because now she's able to make a bigger impact and have more passion for her job, then we can feel good about that. All right, please share this event. We want more people to have this information. If you can't tell I'm passionate about this, then your wood is wet, as they say. But no, I'm just teasing. But yeah, tell some people about this. We want to get the information out. Rachel has gone to great lengths to put this social media event together, and I'm excited that it will be something that you can kind of check in and check out and learn more about us and learn more about our heart. And then I hope that you will decide to come out on July 23rd to the Holiday Inn at 6 p.m. Meet us in person, like I said, and shake our hand or hug our neck. I'm a hugger. And we will love to answer any of your questions that you have about how to get better health and where to start. I think that's the thing, that we can easily get overwhelmed if we aren't careful. But what we like to do is give you little tips that you can start implementing on a daily basis. And it's called the compound effect. If you do that on a daily basis, that starts to really make a big impact overall. All right, well, hopefully I have made you want more information, because I am so passionate about all of this. So stick around. You're going to get some great information, and just wait. It's coming, okay? And I'll be back with more videos to tell you more and more. All right, God bless and enjoy this, and I hope you win some of our drawings. Talk to you soon.